Ever been warned that diabetes means a lifetime ban on sweet fruits? Have you found yourself in the vibrant produce aisle, eyeing a sun-kissed apple or a luscious bunch of grapes, only to recoil, thinking, it's too risky? For decades, the message has been relentless. Sugar is the villain, and sweet fruits are a forbidden temptation. But what if this well-worn advice is missing a crucial piece of the puzzle? What if some of the most familiar, affordable, and delightfully sweet fruits, those very treasures you might bypass weekly, are, in fact, powerful allies for your health? Groundbreaking studies are now challenging these long-held beliefs about fruit and diabetes, revealing that several sweet varieties can actively help lower blood sugar, enhance digestion, and soothe inflammation, provided they're enjoyed wisely. Across the nation, forward-thinking doctors are already revising their guidance. Today, I'm unveiling 5 incredibly sweet, readily available fruits that have empowered older adults to reclaim their energy, diminish inflammation, and achieve better blood sugar control. Discover the science behind why these fruits work, the smart ways to incorporate them into your diet, and the simple shift that could elevate your well-being this very week. Because no one, especially in their golden years, should be denied the simple, profound joy of fruit. Before we journey further, if you haven't yet joined our community, I invite you to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. You won't want to miss our upcoming health insights, crafted just for you. If this video resonates with you, type 1 in the comments. If not, a 0 will help me understand how to create even better content for your needs. 1. Strawberries. Sweetness with surprising savvy. There's an undeniable magic to a strawberry, isn't there? It evokes sun-drenched afternoons, celebratory bowls at family feasts, or perhaps a tenderly prepared dish by a cherished spouse from days gone by. This iconic red fruit is more than just a delicious morsel. It harbors a quiet strength, particularly for seniors navigating life with diabetes. For years, many of us were cautioned against sweet fruits like strawberries, warned that their natural sugars would send glucose levels soaring, that prudence meant avoidance. Yet, today, science and lived experiences are painting a dramatically different, more hopeful picture. Strawberries, while undeniably sweet, are also remarkably intelligent. Beneath their juicy, vibrant surface lies a synergistic powerhouse of health benefits, perfectly attuned to the aging body. Brimming with anthocyanins, the natural pigments responsible for their brilliant red hue, strawberries ingeniously slow the absorption of sugars into your bloodstream. This means you can indulge in their delightful sweetness without enduring the tumultuous roller coaster of blood sugar spikes and crashes. And their benefits don't end there. These ruby gems are packed with antioxidants that wage a silent war against inflammation, a pervasive challenge for many as we age. Whether it's the morning stiffness in your knees, the ache in your fingers after a session in the garden, or that persistent throb in your lower back, inflammation is often the unseen adversary. Strawberries discreetly go to work, bolstering your joints, nurturing your heart, and even sharpening your memory. Their fiber content is both gentle and effective. A single cup provides just enough to promote regular digestion without causing distress. And let's not overlook the profound emotional satisfaction derived from savoring something naturally sweet, utterly refreshing, and entirely guilt-free. Countless older adults I've spoken with report feeling lighter, more vibrant, and firmly in command of their health when they weave strawberries into their weekly rhythm, especially as a mid-afternoon delight paired with a few almonds or a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt. It transcends the fruit itself. It's about what it symbolizes. A small, conscious act of self-care, a moment of pure pleasure that doesn't compromise your health. Choosing strawberries is choosing to re-establish trust with your body, to provide it with the precise nourishment it craves while honoring the foods you genuinely love. So, the next time your refrigerator door swings open to reveal that inviting bowl of ripe, red berries, don't hesitate. Relish them. Let them be a gentle reminder that vibrant health isn't about restriction. It's about discerning what truly benefits you and embracing it wholeheartedly. And just when you thought a fruit couldn't be any sweeter or more astonishing, wait until you discover what one of the most misunderstood gems in the produce aisle, grapes, can achieve for your blood sugar. You'll never view them the same way again. If you're still with me and finding these revelations valuable, please show your support by commenting 1 below. Now, let's delve into our second point. 2. Grapes. Tiny jewels of immense power. Grapes, for centuries, have symbolized sweetness, abundance, and joyful celebration. For many older adults, they conjure images of harvest seasons, convivial church potlucks, or the simple pleasure of sharing a snack with beloved grandchildren. But if you're managing diabetes or striving for stable blood sugar, You might have approached grapes with a degree of apprehension, questioning if their inherent sugary taste placed them firmly on the forbidden list. Astonishingly, these diminutive fruits possess a potency far exceeding their size, and their profound impact on your health might just revolutionize your perspective. Though small, grapes are densely packed with resveratrol, a remarkable natural plant compound predominantly found in their skins. Resveratrol has been the subject of extensive research for its positive effects on insulin sensitivity, empowering your body to respond more effectively to sugar. For individuals over 60, a time when insulin resistance often subtly begins to assert itself, this is a significant advantage. Imagine savoring a sweet fruit that doesn't undermine your health efforts but, instead, quietly champions them from within. Grapes are also brimming with antioxidants that combat inflammation and oxidative stress, two underlying factors not only in cognitive decline. Many seniors who once dutifully avoided grapes now find them to be a gentle, steadfast ally, offering hydration, satisfaction, and a comforting familiarity with every bite. When consumed thoughtfully and in moderation, particularly when paired with a source of protein like a small piece of cheese or a handful of walnuts, grapes can actually contribute to blood sugar stability rather than causing spikes. And let us not underestimate the emotional potency of a familiar fruit. Grapes are effortlessly accessible, simple to prepare, and enjoyable throughout the seasons. A chilled bowl of grapes on a warm day feels like a genuine treat. Sliced into a vibrant spinach salad or served alongside cottage cheese, they elevate an ordinary meal into something truly refreshing. Even frozen, they transform into a perfect bite-sized dessert that helps conquer sugar cravings without a trace of guilt. The truth is, grapes serve as a poignant reminder that health doesn't always reside in a bottle or a pill. Sometimes, it's discovered in nature's most modest offerings, once we learn to perceive them not as forbidden, but as friends. Choosing grapes means embracing a sweetness that concurrently delivers balance, nourishment, and pure joy. But as mighty as grapes are, they aren't the sole everyday fruit concealing hidden strengths. Next up is a fruit so commonplace we often overlook its prowess. Yet, for generations, it has been a steadfast supporter of digestion, heart health, and stable blood sugar. It's crisp, it's classic, and it just might be the most dependable fruit in your kitchen. Let's talk about apples. 3. Apples, the enduring original daily medicine. There's an undeniable timelessness to an apple. It doesn't clamor for your attention with flamboyant colors or exotic mystique. Instead, it rests quietly in your fruit bowl, familiar, reliable, and, as it happens, profoundly wise. For generations, we've absorbed the adage, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away." And while this phrase might echo with old-fashioned charm, its inherent truth has never been more pertinent, especially for older adults skillfully navigating the intricacies of blood sugar, inflammation, and cardiovascular health. At first glance, an apple might appear overly sweet, particularly for someone managing diabetes. But nature, in its infinite wisdom, designed it with meticulous care. Beneath that crisp, inviting skin lies a rich reservoir of soluble fiber, notably pectin, which masterfully slows the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. This means that when you relish an apple, you're not instigating a rapid surge in glucose. You're nourishing your body in a measured, harmonious manner. But apples offer a spectrum of benefits far beyond blood sugar support. They are champions of digestive health, gently easing constipation and even contributing to healthy cholesterol levels. The gentle fiber acts akin to a natural broom, sweeping through your digestive system, encouraging things to move along naturally and comfortably. For seniors, this kind of unobtrusive assistance is invaluable. No harsh chemicals, no stomach upset, just the soothing, rhythmic intelligence of nature at its finest. There's also something deeply, primally satisfying about biting into a fresh apple. The crunch is grounding, the flavor familiar and comforting. And for many, it conjures vivid memories of autumn harvests, the aroma of homemade pies, or meticulously packed lunches from a bygone era. Apples are not mere fuel, they are a tangible connection to our past, to simpler times, and to traditions that continue to resonate with meaning. And let's not overlook their remarkable versatility. An apple, sliced and dusted with cinnamon, transforms into a naturally sweet, wholesome treat. Pair it with almond butter or a sliver of sharp cheese, and you have a perfectly balanced snack that gratifies both your palate and your blood sugar. Even when baked or stewed, apples retain their inherent goodness, morphing into warm, comforting sustenance on a cool day. Incorporating apples into your daily life is a small, profound act of self-respect. It's a potent reminder that you deserve nourishment that collaborates with your body, not against it. And it unequivocally proves that managing diabetes doesn't necessitate relinquishing the foods you cherish. Sometimes, it simply requires viewing them through a new, more enlightened lens. But while apples offer steadfast, reliable support, another fruit awaits that might surprise you even more. A tropical favorite, often unfairly judged for its sweetness, yet concealing remarkable power when appropriately paired. It's golden, it's juicy, and it just might revolutionize your perception of what's truly possible within a diabetic-friendly diet. Let's take a closer look at the magnificent mango. If you're still engaged and finding these insights beneficial, please let me know by commenting 1 below. Now, let's continue our exploration with point number 4. 4. Mango, a tropical revelation that astounds. Mango. Merely uttering the name can evoke a sensory delight, conjuring images of warmth, brilliant sunshine, and a luxurious indulgence that feels almost too decadent to be healthful. For many seniors navigating diabetes, the mango is a fruit often relegated to the off-limits category, frequently dismissed as excessively sugary, a guilty pleasure best avoided. But what if this prevailing reputation isn't entirely equitable? What if the mango, in all its golden, juicy splendor, harbors more healing potential than harm? At its core, the mango is a fruit of exquisite balance. Yes, it is undeniably sweet, but it is also generously endowed with fiber, which plays a crucial role in slowing the release of sugar into your bloodstream. This means that when consumed in moderation, especially with the skin on or thoughtfully paired with protein, the mango doesn't inundate your system. It nourishes it gradually, steadily. It's a fruit that synergizes with your body, not against it. But the true enchantment of the mango extends far beyond its impact on blood sugar. It is laden with vitamin C, a stalwart supporter of immune health, particularly vital as we age, and vitamin A, essential for maintaining healthy vision and vibrant skin. Mangoes also contain unique bioactive compounds that aid in fat metabolism and actively combat oxidative stress, a factor implicated in everything from chronic inflammation to cognitive decline. For older adults grappling with fatigue, joint discomfort, or simply the gradual wear and tear of aging, the mango can be a small yet mighty ally. There's an undeniable, emotionally uplifting quality to eating a mango. It doesn't just taste exquisite, it feels like pure joy. It transports us to memories of sun-drenched vacations, gentle tropical breezes, or perhaps childhood summers where fruit was plucked, sun-warmed, straight from the tree. This profound emotional connection is an integral part of its healing power too. Because eating well should never feel like a punishment, it should feel like living well, vibrantly and fully. Try slicing a small portion of mango and pairing it with a dollop of plain Greek yogurt or a handful of almonds. The protein ingeniously balances the fruit's natural sugars, and the combination feels like a decadent treat, entirely devoid of guilt. Or, incorporate mango cubes into a refreshing green salad with grilled chicken for a bright, invigorating lunch that supports both your blood sugar and your spirit. Choosing mango is choosing to welcome sweetness back into your life without fear. It's a vibrant reminder that health can be flavorful, deeply satisfying, and utterly joyful. You don't have to surrender joy to live well. You simply need to learn how to embrace it wisely. And just when you imagine the list of beneficial fruits couldn't hold more surprises, there's one final classic contender that still possesses something incredibly powerful to offer. It's bright, it's refreshing, and its true potential is often overlooked. Let's turn our attention to the trusted orange, an old friend with new lessons for enriched living. 5. Oranges. More than just a vitamin C powerhouse. There's an intrinsic comfort associated with an orange. Perhaps it's the satisfying snap as the peel yields, releasing that bright, instantly recognizable citrus aroma. Maybe it's the way each segment separates so obligingly in your hands, offering the perfect measure of juice, flavor, and pure nourishment. For countless older adults, oranges are lifelong companions, making appearances in lunchboxes, festive winter baskets, and cherished morning rituals. Yet, for those managing diabetes, this beloved fruit is often met with a degree of hesitation. That characteristic tangy sweetness, once an emblem of robust health, is now perceived by some as a potential sugar risk. But is this perception truly accurate? When you peel back the layers, both literally and figuratively, you uncover that oranges are among the most misunderstood fruits in the ongoing diabetic dialogue. Whole oranges, significantly, not juice, present a potent combination of fiber, hydration, and slowly released natural sugars. The fiber, particularly abundant in the membranes between the slices, plays a critical role in decelerating glucose absorption, thereby preventing abrupt spikes in blood sugar levels. It offers a steady, balanced form of sweetness, something our bodies increasingly appreciate as we age. But oranges bestow upon us far more than mere sweetness. They are densely packed with vitamin C, a cornerstone nutrient for robust immune support, which becomes progressively more vital as our systems naturally become more vulnerable over time. They also contain beneficial potassium, which aids in regulating blood pressure and reducing water retention, two common concerns for older adults concurrently managing heart health and diabetes. The flavonoids present in oranges have demonstrated remarkable efficacy in reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and even supporting cognitive health, all derived from a fruit that is frequently treated as a mere afterthought. And let us not forget the profound emotional comfort that an orange can provide. It's eminently portable, effortlessly easy to eat, and inherently satisfying. Consuming an orange is a small, mindful ritual of self-care. You don't require a knife, a blender, or an elaborate recipe. Just your hands, your senses, and a few quiet, appreciative moments. Sometimes, that very simplicity is precisely what healing embodies. Try pairing a small orange with a hard-boiled egg or a few almonds for a blood sugar-friendly, satiating snack. Or, introduce orange slices to a spinach salad dressed with olive oil and a sprinkle of sunflower seeds. You'll be astonished at how such an unassuming fruit can elevate both your meal and your mood. Even the simple act of peeling an orange and inhaling that familiar, invigorating scent can soothe your nerves and uplift your spirit. Choosing oranges is about more than mere nutrition. It's about reclaiming foods that provide both comfort and strength. It's about trusting that your body still possesses the innate wisdom to process what nature has so perfectly crafted. When incorporated as part of a balanced, mindful routine, oranges gently remind us that robust health doesn't have to equate to deprivation. It can mean rediscovering, with fresh eyes, what was inherently good for us all along. But as empowering as it is to learn which fruits actively support your blood sugar, there's another crucial facet to this narrative, one we cannot afford to ignore. Because not all fruits are created equal, and some may, in fact, be inadvertently hindering your body's capacity to heal. So, which fruits warrant a more cautious approach? The answers might surprise you. Let's take a closer look. 6. So, which fruits warrant a more cautious approach? It's a question many of us hesitate to voice, especially after years of hearing that fruit is inherently natural, wholesome, and invariably beneficial. But the unvarnished truth, particularly for those of us navigating diabetes in our later years, is considerably more nuanced. Not every fruit lends the support your body requires, and some, regardless of their innocent appearance, can quietly undermine the hard-won progress you've achieved. This doesn't mean we must exist in a state of apprehension around food. However, it does necessitate being well-informed, acutely aware, and genuinely willing to listen to the subtle signals our bodies provide. The fruits that tend to pose the most significant challenges aren't necessarily the overtly sweetest ones. Rather, they are those that have been heavily processed or stripped of their natural, harmonious balance. Fruit juices, even those proudly labeled 100% natural, have had their vital fiber, the very component that slows sugar absorption, completely removed. What remains is a concentrated deluge of fructose that rapidly floods your bloodstream. That seemingly refreshing morning glass of orange juice? It may feel invigorating, but its impact on your blood sugar more closely mimics that of a sugary soda. Dried fruits can also be deceptively problematic. A seemingly modest handful of raisins or dried mango can contain the sugar equivalent of several pieces of fresh fruit. Lacking the water content and fiber to moderate their impact, especially for older adults whose digestion may be slower and whose insulin response might be more delicate, this can prove overwhelming. Even familiar items like dried dates or figs, while rich in certain nutrients, can become insidious triggers for blood sugar spikes when consumed excessively. And then we have the issue of overly ripe fruits, bananas adorned with brown spots, for example. As fruit matures, its starches progressively convert into simpler sugars. This means a banana with a greenish hue is considerably gentler on your system than a soft, intensely sweet one. The key isn't necessarily perpetual avoidance of these foods. Instead, it's about mindful timing, appropriate portion sizes, and strategically pairing them with proteins or healthy fats to assist your body in processing them safely. Certain tropical fruits, too, such as pineapple and watermelon, can be tricky. Consumed fresh and in small, controlled portions, they can certainly fit within a balanced dietary plan. However, large servings consumed on an empty stomach, that's often where the difficulties begin. Context is paramount. Your body craves more than mere sweetness, it demands balance. Therefore, the fruits to approach with caution aren't bad in a moralistic sense. They are simply less aligned with what your unique body requires at this present stage. Your body, as it gracefully evolves with age, asks for patience, profound understanding, and gentle, consistent support. Opting for fruits that hydrate, soothe inflammation, and stabilize your energy levels, that isn't restriction, it's wisdom. And wisdom is precisely what guides us to our concluding message. Because while we've explored fruits that heal and those that may hinder, there's an even more potent truth awaiting you, a revelation about food, aging, and daily existence that could fundamentally transform how you nurture yourself from this day forward. Let's synthesize these insights. Your body deserves better, starting today. As we journey through the seasons of life, we begin to perceive health not merely as a set of rigid rules, restrictive diets, or flawless numbers on a medical chart. Instead, it crystallizes into how we feel upon waking each morning. It's the newfound ease in our joints, the sparkling clarity in our thoughts, the unwavering steadiness of our steps, and the quiet, profound confidence that we are doing our absolute best with the resources we possess. Throughout this exploration, fruit has too often been unfairly cast as the antagonist, especially for individuals diligently managing diabetes. Yet, what we've uncovered together is that not all sweetness is detrimental. In fact, nature's inherent sweetness, when preserved intact, harmoniously balanced with fiber, water, and vital nutrients, can be a wellspring of deep nourishment and quiet, pervasive healing. The fruits we've celebrated, strawberries, grapes, apples, mangoes, oranges, are far more than mere snacks. They are potent reminders. Reminders that food is not just fuel, it embodies comfort, precious memory, rich culture, and vital connection. When consumed with mindfulness and integrated with the innate wisdom of our own bodies, these fruits offer us something truly powerful, the ability to relish life's simple, exquisite pleasures without the shadow of fear. And that, undeniably, matters, especially in our later years, when joy should be an ever-expanding presence, not a diminishing one. You don't need to orchestrate a radical overhaul of your life or relinquish everything you hold dear. You simply need to begin anew, gently and intentionally. Perhaps that journey commences with a delightful bowl of fresh melon in the quiet of the afternoon, or a crisp, life-affirming apple accompanying your breakfast. Maybe it involves keeping a few chilled grapes readily available in the fridge to help you gracefully sidestep the allure of sugary sodas, or freezing succulent plum slices for those long, languid summer days when you crave something sweet and refreshingly cold, entirely guilt-free. Small, conscious choices like these may not appear revolutionary on the surface, but they are profoundly transformative. Because every single time you select something that honors both your discerning taste and your holistic well-being, you are choosing hope. You are choosing to listen to your body with boundless compassion, rather than harsh criticism. And that, unequivocally, is one of the most empowering actions a person can undertake at any age. So, as you move forward from this moment, let this serve as your gentle, unwavering reminder. You are not too old, it is never too late, and you are never too far gone to initiate positive change. Your next chapter is still being masterfully written, and you hold the pen, empowered to choose how it feels, what it tastes like, and how it intrinsically supports the vibrant life you still ardently desire to live. Let food be your trusted partner, not your confining prison. Let fruit, once again, be your cherished friend. And if something within this message has resonated deeply with you or evoked a reflection of your own unique story, please don't keep it to yourself. Share your invaluable experience. Offer encouragement to someone else. Because the wisdom we collectively carry only amplifies in value when we generously pass it on. Here's to sweet choices, resilient bodies, and the unadulterated, simple joys of life. You deserve them all, abundantly. Now, are you poised to make your next step even more impactful? Let's delve into how to craft an easy, eminently practical daily fruit plan that maintains stable blood sugar and keeps your energy levels consistently high. It's far simpler than you might imagine, and it all begins with just one small, manageable change. These lessons are designed to inspire you to live fully, authentically, and joyfully. Now, I would be honored to hear from you. Please take a moment to reflect and share one key insight you've gleaned and intend to apply in your own life. Let's actively support one another on this enriching journey toward embracing these empowering truths. If you found value in this video, please affirm it by leaving a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback is immensely important to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more enriching content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to courageously living life on your own terms.